Hello everyone, welcome to Quill Tarot. Today's topic is what are your shadow sides and how can you balance them? Okay, so I have three options today. Actually, these are Barbie playing cards. I used to play them as a kid, and what I'm gonna do is for each group I'm going to use tarot cards to identify. We'll see if you can resonate with the shadow sides. And also, I'll take channeled messages for each of the card you choose, okay? And I'm hoping from the channeled messages from each of the card, you'll be able to help yourself, especially if you're in a on the spiritual path, becoming aware of of our shadow attributes and how to balance them is one of the key ideas of healing on the spiritual journey on the path. So I'm gonna take channeled messages, especially like however I feel intuitively called to, and also using tarot, we'll see what are your shadow attributes and how you can balance them. So in the three options, first option is this Barbie card, this yellow Barbie card. Second option is this blue Barbie card. Third option is this green Barbie card. Pause the video. You can choose a pile, and uh, for a better view, you can also choose from the thumbnail pic. I'll upload with the clear picture of the three options on the thumbnail pictures. And let's get started with group one. Hello, group one, those who have chosen this yellow Barbie card. Okay, so we are gonna get channeled messages as well as we are gonna use tarot for finding out your shadow attributes and how to balance your shadow attributes. Okay, this is a very pretty looking Barbie. I mean, you're a person who likes to dress very well, probably. You're very particular about accessories. This hand with the, this almost full length gloves makes me feel as if the work you do, you don't want to be seen for the work you do. Okay, it's like you put in the effort, but and with the purse it's like you invest, you spend, and any kind of work you do or any kind of energy you put in, you don't want to be seen for that. You might have done some cosmetic surgery for your face part, facial part, some Botox or fillers, or some beauty treatment. You like to take the middle path. At least you try to take the middle part. This is the Ten of Hearts. Um, Actually, these are playing cards. So, yeah, it's Mattel, Barbie. I used them as a kid. I played with them. That's why you see when the light is reflecting, you can see that the gloss is gone. 10. She's a 10. You want to be 10 on 10 and balanced, being on the middle path. How you look matters to you a lot. Your hair, your dress, everything matters a lot to you. We say she's a 10 and it's the 10 of hearts. It's like you make sure you win people's hearts. Maybe you like to please people, and maybe that's why what you do, you probably don't like being appreciated, praised for that. Although you are very particular about your appearance, you may not like being acknowledged or praised or being awarded for I would say, acknowledged for the things you do, but you really like standing your ground. Taurus energy I'm getting. Also, I get a feeling that you like to adjust things. Like, you see, this gown has a lot of this frills. This not exactly frills, but it's a design. It's like the cloth could have been of plain fitted, but a lot of crease. Yeah, the creases add to the beauty. It's like, if you have some difficulty, if you have a lot of work in your hand, or maybe it's not going to fit within the time you have to do a work, you'll find out nifty ways, skillful ways to fit that thing within the time you are given. You are you are pretty skillful in that way. You want to present yourself assertively. I would say you like to be in control, be in power in the situation, yet you don't want to attract attention. You see, she's wearing such a beautiful dress, really beautiful, but she doesn't have any necklace, earrings, yet she has beautiful gloves and matching purse. So it's like she has a very demanding presence. She knows people needs her, but at the same time it's not like she's standing out or she is making an effort to establish herself, make herself stand out. She's not doing that, and that is why she's a 10. She will do everything, yet has a demeanor. There was a trend, very demure, very what classy. There was a trend on Instagram using that viral audio, very demure. Yeah, there were many memes also. So that's the vibe I'm getting, very demure. Okay, if this has resonated with you to some extent, keep watching it. It could be that there could be more than one piles you need. Okay, so what are group one's shadow aspects? You could also be a very fair person. I know this might sound literal, but Victorian kind of features, pale skin, curls, or maybe you like that kind of an appearance. Okay, water group one's shadow aspects. See, this 10 is also curling here. Yeah, you might like curls or you have curls. What are group one's shadow aspects? Okay, 10 of cups, sun. You don't like being happy, you sacrifice your happiness or something like that. Ten, 19. 19 again adds up to 1. 10 adds up to 1. You see, 19, 9 plus 1, we can take it as 10. Your card is also 10. You like being a 10, but it's like you don't want to accept it somehow. Okay, what else are your shadow aspects? Group 1, my dear group 1, your shadow aspects. The world is 21. Yeah, suddenly this attracted me. You see this gray cloth around her? It's the world card. The whole world, everyone is surrounding, everything is surrounding this woman in the middle of the world with this wands with which she is turning the wheel, and she is nude, and she has a very flimsy cloth. It's like she is only interested in giving and working, and she is not very interested in standing out. But she's important. She's at the center of running this entire cycle of world. Hmm. Why do you not like attention? Yeah, I do get it that we don't like being in the limelight, but this is coming up as your shadow aspect. Five of Cups. Oh my God, Devil. Clarify the Devil, please. Yeah, you just don't like being appreciated for the good work you do. People, my dear group one, you may be just in a situation where you deserve all the accolades, all the limelight, all the congratulations, but you said, nah, I don't want to be in the limelight. It's fine, I did my work. I don't need so much of celebration. And this is your shadow aspect. That means that you might be suffering from low self esteem. Although you might be very professional and you do all the work and you know your importance, you deny that to your own self. You run away from appreciation, acknowledgement. What is the Five of Cups? Yeah, it's like you feel you don't deserve it. You want to be peaceful. You don't want people to come knocking on your door, congratulating you, appreciating you, posting on social media that look, this person did such great job. You like, nah, I'm peaceful in my own way. But my dear group one, you need to accept this. This is a God's gift to you. You need to accept this thing you are wanting to suppress so bad. You have, see, you have you have the caliber. People are not praising you for no reason. You know how to get the work done. You deserve the praises. You deserve the praises, okay? Don't run away from praises and appreciation. It's like you deny yourself. Some people are like, oh my God, if I think too highly of myself, if I think I'm too good, I might fall into pride. I might become arrogant. Being prideful is not bad, but being arrogant is bad. And taking pride in yourself, in who you are, is not a bad thing. But if you are not aware of this pride, you become arrogant. And trust me, your fear of becoming arrogant will keep you away from being an arrogant person, a boastful person. You you are denying yourself. You're being unfair to yourself if you're not accepting the good things that come with good work. Okay? So, denying yourself your self worth is something your in your shadow attribute, your shadow aspect. So, how can my group one balance this shadow attribute? How can group one balance this shadow attribute? Why do I want to say she, her? Temperance. So show yourself some love. Group 1. Temperance is literally one of the best cards for self love. You see the feet of this angel, one foot on ground, one foot in water, yet focused on filling his own cups. He's not standing on the water or on the ground, he's balancing both. You need to balance your work. See, if you do good work, people will praise you. You have to accept that. And accepting that doesn't make you a bad person. Taking pride in your values doesn't make you a bad person. Gloating over them does. Feeling yourself that you are superior to others because of the good thing does. But you're doing the opposite. You are saying, no, 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 I don't want any appreciation, any acknowledgement. I'm just doing my work. Be graceful in accepting your appreciation, your all the good things that life offers you, the good things about your own self. 15, 14, 5. Temperance adds up to 5, which is the heart chakra. Please open your heart to yourself. Even I would say this fuchsia pink and the heart was attracting me. Please open your heart to your own self. Love yourself. Loving yourself is just not dressing up nice. It is how you feel about yourself. When you sit by yourself, do you like being with yourself? If you don't like being with yourself, then if you don't like your own company, how will someone else like you? Maybe you're a workaholic, all you care about is pouring your heart, you're a people pleaser, but please yourself as well. If you want to be a 10 on 10, you have to include yourself in that as well. If you are giving respect to others, if you are loving others, it all has to begin with loving and respecting yourself as well. Don't overgive. So, to balance your shadow aspect, first you need to put a balance in how much you give. Do not overgive. Love yourself. It's not about how you dress, but how you treat yourself. Do you speak about yourself to yourself with respect, with love, with care, with concern? When you are in pain, are you kind to yourself or are you just pushing yourself to do the responsibilities? Responsibilities can sometimes wait, and you can prioritize yourself first. So it's about how you feel about, heal how you feel about yourself, and don't give away yourself so easily. Group 1, this is how you can balance your shadow aspect. What else? 10 of swords. If you suffer from low self esteem, if you think you're a loser, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop feeling like a loser. Or if at some point you felt undervalued, maybe in your childhood you were not appreciated enough for your work, and therefore, or you were taught that, you know, praising someone boosts their ego and it's not a good thing. Stop stabbing yourself over such memories. Okay, please end this cycle of self-sabotaging. This is, you like to self-sabotage a lot, so another message is that stop making yourself the culprit of every problem in your life. You are already enough aware about, because you're always scared of being approached by people for, and you're pretty perfect in whatever you're doing, and if someone says something good to you, you'll say, no, 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 that one thing wasn't that great, that's why that's not good. Stop doing that. You can gracefully say, yeah, I did my best, and thank you for appreciating me, and there was the one thing I'm not very happy about, but I'm still happy. You don't have to say, no, it's not that great. This problem caused so much of problem for me, and that's why I don't think it's so great, and that's why I don't deserve so much appreciation. No, you don't have to self sabotage. Stop, stop cursing yourself. Stop being the culprit in your own story every time. Yes. See, you don't have to put so much of work to do. uh, you don't have to overwork. You don't have to always hard work to prove that the work needs to get done. You can get your work done without, you know uh, putting in so much of effort, putting in too much of details. The divine is telling you you can balance this out by, again, it is Nine of Pentacles is a card of self love, and Ace of Pentacles. So the divine is telling you you are ready to receive a new life if you change your perspective, if you heal yourself, if you give yourself the love you give out to others. Please love yourself, please invest in yourself. And this is not, since I picked up, you like to present yourself so that, you know, people like you, or it's more like present yourself in the way people would appreciate you. Maybe you want to dress up in a different way, do that, because that's what you want to do, not that's what others would like to see you in. Again, 10, 10, Ace of Pentacles. So the advice to balance this is to love yourself. There is a serious lack of self love here, group 1, and the divine is telling you a new pathway will open up when you change, when you shift your energy from giving to others and not giving to yourself. When you flip that, when you flip that now, these two cups, when you don't give others so much, you have already given out to others so much, you take that back to yourself and give yourself as much as you give others, and you give others only as much they deserve. I'm not telling you to not share yourself at all or become selfish and not talk to others. No, bring some balance in how you are treating others and how you are treating yourself. Treat yourself kindly, my dear group 1, because the divine wants you to understand that loving yourself is as much important as much fulfilling the roles and responsibilities in your life. Make yourself a priority and you'll see your life will be in a beautiful balance. Okay, my dear group 1, thank you for letting me read your energy, and you can comment below if you like the reading or if it resonated, and you can choose another group too if you were drawn to another group. I'm gonna move to group 2. I'll see you in my next reading, group 1. Bye. Hello group 2, whoever chose this blue Barbie card. Let's see. um, we will, from tarot we will see what are your dark what is it, shadow sides, shadow attributes, and how you can balance it. You have chosen the 8 of clubs. It's one of my playing cards. I use this card so much, like all the cards are a bit rusty, you can see. Okay, first I'm going to channel some messages from the card you have chosen. Okay, I got scared. Maybe, I didn't start the recording. Suddenly, I just checked. No, it's still recording. Did you forget something important? um, Group 2, did I say group 1? I'm sorry, it's group 2. Group 2, and mind you, you may have messages in more than one groups. If it resonates, I would say if it resonates at least more than 50%, keep listening to the reading, because it's a very beautiful topic was given to me by the divine for this reading. Group 2, you guys might be into modeling, bodybuilding, you guys work out abs. This particular Barbie, I remember when it came out, it had body articulation and it was bendable. It was something like a dance Barbie. You could bend all body parts of it. If you can see her hand, usually Barbies have a straight hand, so you could bend. It was bendy. It didn't have joints per se, but you could bend it. I've seen this in the market. When this Barbie came, it looked really beautiful. You guys are very conscious about how you look, and you might literally be working in the entertainment industry, in modeling, in um, advertisements, in somewhere where you have to show yourself. You could be a content creator on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You are a known personality, or you are growing it. Product endorsements, like literally a content creator or model, or someone who likes being flashy. Eight, you chose the eight. Your foundation, group two. See how her jeans are really beautiful. It's like this cloth which reflects light. It's not even shiny, it is reflective, it's like a metallic look. Your foundation, whatever you have built your life on, is built on how it looks. It may not be that strong, but it definitely is attractive. It could be that people see you as um, for your achievements. You're a star-like person. You have the celebrity vibes, and people see like you have a very flashy, very attractive, very illuminated, or flamboyant foundation. But her legs can bend very easily, not like conventional Barbie legs. This particular model of Barbie was very bendy. It's not very strong, although it's attractive. People may look at your past, that maybe you were the Mr. or Miss something of the college or university. You won some beauty pageant, local beauty pageant, local, um or even state level, country level, something. You might be pretty talented as well. So people know you because you have some talents, but it's not very strong. I'm not saying that you're not skilled at what you are, but what people see as your attractive personality is not based on something very solid or strong. It's not. Her shirt is also very glittery, and her body is bendy. It's, what is this? Did I lose this part of the card, or it's the print? It's her hair, right? Yeah. What else can I? Eight of Pentacles. You have done a lot of hard work to be there, and maybe people don't see that. And that is why people might, how you are perceived might be very flecky. They see all the glimmer and glitter, but eight of the spade is something you dig the soil, you till the soil with. So it gives me the eight of pentacles energy. You had to work, to show up in such a glamorous way. You have to work so much. If you have seen artists, Dua Lipa, Britney Spears, and all the legends, they work so hard to perform in front of millions of people. I was watching Dua Lipa's interview, and when she's doing these tours, 2 3 months tours, even I found it funny, not funny in a condescending manner, but funny that even I have the same. She has acid reflux issues, so the acid reflux can affect her voice. So for 2 3 months when she's touring, she has a very plain diet. So millions, trillions of dollars she has, but she can't have food as she wishes on those tours. It's like 3 4 months, and in a year, if she's doing 2 3 tours, you can understand how little time she gets to do how she wants to be. Apart from the fact that she has a very strict regimen about her body and everything. Because she has to appear very perfect in front of millions of fans. So that is why that is why, the foundation people see her. Speaking of foundation, her legs are making a four. Four is a number of stability, four of wands. It suddenly reminded me. So, to make this flashy, attractive picture, a lot of effort and stability efforts goes in to be who you are. You might not be in the entertainment industry, but wherever you are, you're pretty successful, and people look at that, and probably they're jealous of it, but they overlook the fact, the pain, the hard work you have to go through to be this person. Blue-eyed blonde, she's a perfect Barbie, like a perfect Barbie, meaning, the blue eye and blonde is the signature Barbie look. You might be tired, you might be working a lot. You're a hard-working person to be this beautiful, attractive, elegant personality. Okay, so even if it matches around 50%, I would encourage you to keep listening to this reading, and you may have messages in more than one pile. So, what are the shadow attributes of group 2? What are the shadow attributes of group 2? Blue-eyed girl, blue often comes with a color of celebration, star. Yeah, I have strong that kind of energy. The blue-eyed girl whom everyone is crazy about, everyone loves. You might have a lot of fans. Group 2. Okay, what are group two's shadow attributes? Group two's shadow attributes. Oh my, seven of swords. Okay. Six of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Let me clarify before I start speaking about your shadow attributes. Okay. I told you that the foundation is shiny, but it's not very stable. You might be very good at putting up this putting up your glamorous self in a way that is easy for you, and maybe not put in, like, if you can be sneaky in achieving this kind of glamorous self, you'll definitely do that. You'll find out ways, shortcuts to do this. What is the Six of Pentacles? You're struggling to maintain a balance, between how much you're getting and giving. You may not be very truthful when it comes to um, I won't say truthful. You might do whatever it needs to maintain this glamorous self of yours. Queen of Swords. Hmm. See, if you have achieved a place in your life where you are pretty well known, you are insecure about losing this place. Your shadow attribute is that you will do whatever it takes to maintain the position you have and to flourish more. And that may not be an honest way all the times, because you feel that it was the snake on this. It um, bringing this luck for you, you needed to do something. You needed to do something that probably wasn't always the right thing to do, and the right thing for you to do is to defend this position right now. Two of Pentacles. In short, to be the person who you are to the surrounding world, you will do whatever it takes, be it the right way or the not so right way. And sometimes this is really bothering you, because sometimes you feel if you can run away from, because you are putting so much effort to maintain this position, to maintain this image. Sometimes you feel whether you should retreat and become a hermit, but at the same time the allure of this glamour, the world you have created is so strong that you want to keep moving ahead. But that is the dichotomy, that is the horns of a dilemma, is your shadow aspect. One is that you are trying your best to maintain what you are at, even it means being a bit sneaky at times, even it means, uh, you know, being being careful about your money, about your resources, because you're scared, you don't want to lose this position you have. But sometimes you wonder whether you can choose either of them, like choose to retreat and be yourself for some time, but again the attraction, the pull is so strong towards this life you have built that um, it feels a tug of war kind of situation. What is the Page of Cups? It's like you are very defensive about, this sword. First the snake, this sword. See this sphinx kind of creature sitting on the wheel with this sword. He's like, I will control my fortune, my luck. It's in my control, and whatever is needed, I'll cut off any kind of obstacles, I'll remove it. Doesn't matter whether it's the right thing to do or not, but I will control my luck. You have a strong energy of being in control. What is happening with the Page of Cups? You really want, I would say, although I was reading that there has to be a lot of hard work. Maybe you know yourself, you are yet to put in the work, the honest work needed to be here. Maybe you are trying shortcuts, and maybe you had a lucky streak and that's why you're here. But maybe, you know, you still have some work to do to deserve what where you are. You're very passionate about this place. You are, I would say, even attached and to keep it, but you don't want to put in too much effort. At the same time, you don't want to lose this place. In your shadow attributes, I would say some insecurities surfacing, because when we are holding on to something, when we are scared of losing something, we are insecure. And if this is a shadow attribute, this is definitely not healthy. Fear is good, uh, because every emotion exists for a purpose, but for you this is a shadow. You cannot, anything that is beyond your control you don't like, and maybe you would like to put in the least effort to get the maximum benefit. Maybe try to outsmart people. Even people who try to outsmart others are often fearful of their incompetence. I don't know why I'm saying such things. If you're being honest to yourself, probably you'll understand why these things are coming up, my dear group 2. Maybe people weren't kind to you and you don't believe in being kind to others either. Opening you operate from a mind space, not from a heart space, that so that you don't get hurt, you don't lose control of the things you love and where you are. Okay, so how can you balance this? How can you balance your shadow attributes? How do you balance? How can group 2 balance their shadow attributes? You have to surrender. Clear cut answer, you have to let go of control. 12. You're an 8. 12. And something tells me you'll be pushed to surrender. You have to let go, you'll have to become vulnerable, you'll have to be open to the fact that you have to accept losing things, because only when we let go of things, new things can enter, and it can be better than what we expect. Your first message to heal this, to balance this, is to surrender, let go of control. Be in that uncomfortable place where you are trying to run away from to protect your image. Temperance, wow, this was in group 1 too. Temperance. If you are faking somewhere, you're doing disservice to yourself. Become authentic to yourself. You don't have to impress everyone, my dear group 2. Stop faking in places where you feel exhausted, where you are strained, but you think that is the right thing to do. No, it isn't. Be authentic, surrender, be open to what this creation has to offer you. Let things flow in its own way. Don't try to control it so much. One more card for how to balance this. Star. You know what? You don't have to work so hard, be sneaky, or do. Yeah, Three of Cups. See, if you are pushing away genuine connections, loving friends, loving relationships out of fear of losing this place you hold in your life right now, it's time you open your heart and be loving and generous, be kind, be vulnerable for at least once in your life, or once more. If you have been hurt, you cannot keep be scared of doing the hard work of being in conflict. Become a student of life and you see you'll get everything you want. See the star, I told you I have this star kind of energy, this blue color. It's Aquarius energy. The star is, thing is, once you let go of control, you'll automatically be the star. You'll automatically shine bright. Right now, you are not being authentic with yourself or with others. So, once you start allowing life to flow in its way, this shadow aspect will balance itself out. Okay, group 2, thank you for letting me read your energy. And if it resonated, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you in my next reading. You may be drawn to another pile as well. So, if that's the case, you can check out other piles too. And see you later. Hello, group 3. Whoever chose this green diamond, 3 of diamonds Barbie card, this reading is for you. Remember that you may have messages in more than one groups. And first, I'm gonna read some channeled messages from the card you have chosen. This is not a tarot card, it's a playing card. It's something from my childhood. And um, thing is, mm, yeah, it's something I played a lot as a kid, and it's just for you to pick up a group. And this is the 3 of diamonds, and this Barbie is like those I have never seen this model of Barbie in the market or even advertisements. Not even in my country I haven't seen them in the market. So she's like one of those biker gangs Barbie. Her hair is amazing. She has leather kind of outfit, boots, really wacky look, right? But amazing. Okay, let me see what are the channel messages I get. Even if 50% of this resonates, go ahead and listen to it, because this is a very powerful uh, reading, because to understand yourself, and you may be drawn to other piles as well. Okay. Industry, factory, mall. You might work in a mall, factory, factory clothing, metals. You might work with metals. You might work with fiber. It is giving me a lot of industrial work, fiber industry, metal industry, or even mall, fiber factory, glass, spectacles, optics, boots, leather industry. You might be a factory worker, industry worker, my dear group 3. Image consultant. You might also be someone who does plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery, dermatology, or associated with the image industry, the fashion industry in some way. Okay, something got channeled, I can't say that. It's part of cosmetic surgery. You might you might be doing it, or might be a doctor or a surgeon in cosmetic surgery, implants and stuff. You don't like people reading your lips. You might this Barbie gives me Scorpio vibes. You see, she has shades, and that to gray shades in her hands. You don't want people to read you that well. You see her entire attire. If she was in her clothes and how she is at home, people might not recognize her because this is a very flamboyant look. You don't like people know what you're up to, know what you're thinking, know what you're going to speak. Third chakra. Fashion stylist, designer. You could also be in the styling industry, fashion designer, clothes designer, makeup. Something doesn't want to come up. It's like you don't want people to read you. Green. Copyright. It's like you want to keep under lock and key everything about you. You want to distract people with how you appear so that people don't know the real you. Although you are very good at showing yourself in an authentic way so that people are distracted by how you look so that they don't really know what's inside you. You see, she has a high neck, this leather jacket, and the zip, it's a tiny zip till high neck sleeves, but her waist is showing. She conceals at the same time, doesn't appear to be concealing but attractive. You like to show up in the way you want people to see you, not actually see you. You want to control how people think about you and not know much about you. And you only give them that much which you want them to know. You're not very open with your energy, be it friends, colleagues, family, or anywhere. Very few people know the person you really are. I won't say you're shy, not even introvert. It's that you don't like opening up, a clam kind of energy to a degree. You will let people know you to a certain degree, not beyond that. Maybe nobody knows some things about you, and because you don't want them to know. Her hair is like tangled, but it's a style. Nobody knows what's hiding in her hair. Okay, so what is group three's shadow aspect? You might be a Scorpio, my dear group three, Pisces, Cancer, water sign, Sagittarius. Oh god, I said Sagittarius and the temperance flew out. Okay, what is group three's shadow attributes? What is group three's shadow attributes? Eight of Wands. You're a good communicator, although you don't want people to know about you, but you know how to talk. You want to control how people perceive you, or the not even perceive. You want to control the amount of information people have about you. Okay, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Empress, Six, Knight of Wands. These are your shadow attributes. Okay, I'm gonna clarify. Excuse me. Yeah, I heard someone said bless you. Thank you. Um, what is this Eight of Wands here? Ah, Nine of Swords. I told you, you are very much in your head about how people think about you, and you make sure people think of you only the way you want them to think. I'm not even saying that you want to have a positive image. It could be that you don't like someone coming up to you. You would want that person to stop liking you, so you'll do something so that this person stops liking you. Queen of Wands. Hmm. Very conscious about how people see you, and you want to control about that as well. Eight of, oh, okay, you try to run away from life through work. Maybe you work very hard, and that is one of your coping mechanisms. Okay, you want to cope with a lot of work, distract. If someone tells you something, you'll take that thing to, you see this wood here in the wands and the wood here, you will take those feedback, be it positive or negative, and you're going to work on them. You're going to overthink on them. You're going to have sleepless nights on them, and you will make sure that you hold that wand. You are controlling what people are talking about you, how people are seeing you, and this is a very obsession and attachment about how people are seeing you. It is the Empress. Okay, you want people to see you like a very giving person. So if someone says something wrong about you, you're gonna make sure that person says something good about you too. You'll at least do something so that the person will say something good about you. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, if someone is curious about you, you make sure that you give them a satisfactory answer, or the information they get about you, it satisfies their curiosity. Not necessarily it's the right information about you, but they are convinced and they leave you alone, and you can protect your peace in that way. You are very conscious about how people perceive you, what people think about you, and if something is not right, or if something is not according to how you think people are thinking about you, you will try to do things to make it in your favor. You can't ignore the fact that people will think something about you which you don't want them to think. You want to control how people see you, think about you, perceive you. Knight of Wands. Yeah, you are very, very focused on your image. You want to appear as a self-sufficient, successful person, and you make efforts in doing that. Of Five of Cups, Ace of Cups. If you yeah, you're probably not very open to love or friendly people, because once sometime in the past, you had it, and it had a very painful ending. You have still not moved on from that grief, from that experience. So what happens in this process is that you can't see new opportunities of good connections, of loving connections in your life. And because people or in this situation you were treated unkindly, you tried to put up, I'm not saying you're an unkind person, but you somehow try to mentally be a kind person, a generous person, and make sure that people see you as that generous person, not a person. Group three, it's not like you want to manipulate people. It's not like it's completely things need to be in your interest. It's more about you are acting from a place of trauma or wound, where once you got humiliated so bad, or in the childhood, as a child you were so harshly criticized, that right now you still have that pattern to make sure that people are perceiving you in a very proper way, or at least in the manner you want them to perceive. You want to make peace with curious people in your life, but when it comes to new connections, you can't open your heart because maybe you will lose control, and losing control is not something you want to do. Your image, your how people perceive you, you want to appear very confident and very positive in people's eyes. And we are looking at a shadow attribute not as an evil aspect, but as an unhealed place in your life, where you feel vulnerable, where you feel insecure. Okay, that place still needs to heal, and that is why we are looking at your shadow aspect. So your effort to control people's opinions about you stems from a place where you probably opened your heart and you received a lot of harsh criticisms in exchange. You were let down by people in a very stable connection in your family as a child, and so you have closed your heart to authentic connections. You don't even want to look at them. You don't even want to look at anyone reaching out to you, wanting to be friends with you, wanting to have a romantic connection with you, because your trust is broken. Instead, what gives you peace is a sense of control. Now, how can you balance this shadow attribute? Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Three of Wands. How can group 3 balance their shadow attribute? Ten of Wands. Okay. Four of Wands. Four of Pentacles is, listen, group 3, you need to stop controlling. That's the first message. Right off the bat, very clear message. You need to let go of controlling. You need to give a damn about what people say or think about you, whether people respect you or don't respect you, whether they see you as a good person or a bad person. Give a damn about it, okay? It's very stressful. You can't make everyone like you. Three of Wands. What is the Three of Wands? Stop um, instead of trying to control people outside, instead of seeing what's going on around you, you go within yourself and see what is causing this in the first place. Is it some incident in your childhood? Is it some major incident that happened in your life which has made you this way? So suspicious, so paranoid about people? Go into, pause yourself. let go, let people think whatever they want to think, but at this time you are being suggested to connect with the divine. Okay. 10 of wands. Whatever pain you are carrying right now, that is creating, I told you, yes, this kind of shadow attribute that has how people see you, how people are perceiving you, has come up from a very evident wound. A place of trust could be your parents, your family, a romantic connection, a spouse, where you were eager to share yourself, open yourself up, but because you were cheated or let down, this feels like a big burden to you. So you need to heal your heart and open up to new connections in your life. It's done. Whatever is in the past, still stored in your body, in your mind, you have to release that. Okay, it's all about releasing, not being defensive. Okay, release that pain. You have to see, even this card is green. It's about healing your heart chakra. Strong message. I felt that in the beginning, but I didn't mention. It's about how you speak, how you communicate. Third chakra, I know from the bottom, it's the solar plexus. But for me, right now, it's being channeled as the throat chakra. Speaking the truth. I'm not saying that be a fool. If a thief comes and wants to steal something from you, you don't say that, yeah, I have a lot of money. No, not that kind of dumb thing. I'm saying speaking from your true self. If you want to love again, please allow yourself to love. If Be okay with people having judgments with you, because what you stored in your heart is your heart after all. Do you want to store negativity in your heart, or love and kindness in your heart? What you're showing is from someone might have shamed you, that you don't share enough, you're not loving, you're not kind. You don't have to take those criticism. You have to pull these words out and listen to your heart and heal it. A strong message of healing your heart chakra for you, group 3. Okay, my dear group 3. So that was for you. If this rating resonated, leave me a comment below, and you can, yeah, leave me a comment below, and I'll see you in my next reading. Thank you for allowing me to read your energy. Bye.